This is the story of a mysterious village where all the women have large, crooked, and sharp teeth. They look like witches or demons, and if a weak-hearted person sees them suddenly, they might have a heart attack. But the women of this village didn't always look this way. It's said that a witch cursed this village, and no one knows where she came from. Let's dive deeper into this mysterious story. In this village, there's a girl named Samantha, who has similar large and crooked teeth. Because of this, no one agrees to marry her. People get scared just by looking at her teeth and break off the engagement. Many proposals have ended this way, and because of this, Samantha has become very sad. Her grandmother, who everyone calls Grandma Ruth, can't bear to see her like this. Grandma Ruth calls her over and says, "I know you're very upset because of all the broken marriage proposals, but my dear, you must not give up. Everything will be okay." Samantha, crying, responds, "Nothing will be okay, Grandma. As long as my teeth look like this, nothing will change." Samantha then tells her grandmother, "I've heard from the village people that if you sleep under the old coconut tree in the forest at midnight with sugar in your mouth, the witch will come down from the tree and take the sugar out of your mouth. They say she'll fix your face, but you have to sleep as if you're already dead. If not, she'll kill you." "Grandma, is this true?" Grandma Ruth sighs and replies, "Yes, dear, I've heard that story too. 2 years ago, Emma went into that forest and never came back. People say the witch killed her. But why are you asking, Samantha? I want to try it, Grandma." "I can't live with this face anymore," Samantha declares. Her determination shocks her grandmother. "Have you lost your mind?" Grandma Ruth shouts, "Didn't you hear what happened to Emma? How can you even think about this?" But Samantha, stubborn, insists that she will fix her face, no matter the risk. In the end, Grandma Ruth, with a heavy heart, agrees to let Samantha go into the forest. At midnight, holding a lantern, Samantha walks toward the forest. Though brave, she feels scared tonight. The forest is silent, and the sound of her footsteps crunching on dry leaves echoes in the quiet night. Occasionally, the howls of wolves make her break out in a cold sweat, but she keeps moving forward. Eventually, she reaches the tall coconut trees, and the sight of the eerie, endless forest makes her heart race. Still, Samantha reassures herself, saying, "I won't leave until my face is fixed. I'll go back home only once I've done it." She lies down under the tree with sugar in her mouth, waiting. 30 minutes pass, and there's no sign of the witch. She starts doubting the truth of the tale. Just as she is about to lose hope, she hears the witch laughter. The witch begins descending from the tree, and Samantha's body freezes in fear. She knows that one wrong move could cost her life. The witch sits on her, takes the sugar from her mouth, and laughs hysterically. Soon after, Samantha passes out. When she regains consciousness, her face is fixed. She is filled with joy, but quickly realizes something's wrong. Samantha herself is now turning into the witch. It's 2 a.m., and Sam is asleep at home when suddenly there's a loud knocking on the door. Terrified, he checks the clock and cautiously opens the door. To his shock, his daughter Emma, whom the witch supposedly killed 2 years ago, is standing outside. "What's wrong, Dad? Why are you staring at me like that?" Emma says. "Look, I'm completely fine. You don't need to worry about me anymore." But Sam remains speechless, staring at her. Annoyed, Emma looks inside and sees a garland on her framed photo. Her eyes widen in disbelief, and she faints on the spot. When Emma wakes up the next morning, Sam is sitting by her side. "What is this, Dad? Why is there a garland on my photo?" she asks. Sam, his voice shaky, replies, "Where have you been for 2 years, Emma? We thought the witch had killed you." "What? What? 2 years?" Emma says, trembling. "I just went there yesterday. There's only one person who knows the truth about that witch and the tree." They head to Grandma Ruth's house and find her crying. When Sam asks what happened, Grandma Ruth explains everything about Samantha's plan to go to the forest. Sam tells her that Emma has returned, and Grandma Ruth bursts into tears again. "I know what's happened to Samantha," she says. "The witch has a strange curse. Whoever she takes the sugar from, she enters that person's body and leaves the last one. That's why Emma was gone for 2 years. The witch was living inside her body, but 2 days ago she found Samantha, and now she's inside Samantha's body." Sam asks, "Is there a way to get Samantha back?" Grandma Ruth says, "There is, but it's dangerous. One mistake, and it could cost your life. Are you ready for that?" Sam nods without hesitation, and Grandma Ruth tells him the plan. The following night, Sam and his friend Jake drive out, heading toward the forest. Jake, puzzled, asks, "Where are we going?" Sam drives in silence, avoiding the question. Eventually, they reach a morgue. Jake, now scared, demands to know what's going on. Sam takes a deep breath and explains everything about the witch, the coconut tree, and the plan. Jake, terrified, asks, "What if the witch attacks us?" Sam reassures him that the witch is bound to the tree and can't leave it, as Grandma Ruth had said. They bribe the morgue workers to give them an unclaimed girl's body, load it into the car, and head back to the forest. Both are nervous as they reach the coconut tree. They place the body beneath the tree, put sugar in its mouth, and hide behind some bushes, waiting. Soon they hear the witch sobbing and see her coming down from the tree. The witch devours the sugar and passes out. The body they used as bait begins to float up to the tree, and at that moment, Samantha regains consciousness. Samantha touches her face, realizing it's back to normal, and smiles with relief. But confused and scared to find herself in the forest, she starts walking back home. Soon, she spots Sam and rushes to him. They drive back to the village, relieved. Meanwhile, the witch, now free from the tree, laughs menacingly as she heads toward the village. What havoc will she wreak next? Stay tuned for the next part. How did you like this story? Leave a comment, and don't forget to follow me for updates.